Back live. Did I fix the problem? Or will this go out in another 2 minutes? We will find out. I don't know. Internet. Bad internet. I move in 2 weeks. Hopefully it'll be better than what we currently have at this apartment. We will see. I don't understand why the internet is like awful though right now. Yo, not your phone. Not your phone, Kayla. It's me and my bad internet. My bad apartment internet. So, looks like we're doing 2 separate live streams this morning. I guess it's typical of what I've had to go through this morning anyway. It's been rough. It's been rough. Oh man, trying to get this new place painted, and the guy doesn't show up yesterday, and then doesn't talk to us for 5 hours, and then says, "Oh, my mom was in the hospital." Like, homie, you expect me to believe you? I don't know. It seems like you just woke up late on a Saturday. I don't know. What's up, Lakshan? What is up? I am back, Anubis. I still haven't finished this coffee. I'm drinking this coffee the slowest. Anyways, yes. Yasir, what is up, my dude? How are you? Hey, Roni. Is that how you spelled my name? Did you do that on purpose, Yasir? You know it's in the title of my YouTube channel. Did you do that on purpose? I'm offended, Yasir. The best web developer in the world. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you could. I'm glad you could join us. I bet you know all the array methods, my dude. That's awesome, Lakshan. I'm glad. It's good that you can do that already. I wish I would have found it sooner, and I'd be 17 with a job, or 18 with a web developer job. I wish I would have found it sooner. That's one of my biggest, like, man, what would have happened if I would have like known that like this is what web development actually was when I was 16, which I guess I like should have put 2 and 2 together, but I didn't. But I was one of those kids on MySpace, like doing like specialty like themes on MySpace by like writing crappy inline HTML and CSS like in my profile, and like figuring out how to hide my top 8 or like have my background be a different color, like because they let you write inline HTML and CSS in whatever boxes you were like filling out your stuff in, and so you could customize everything. I remember I think the first like HTML tag I ever learned was because of MySpace, and it was break BR to like change lines. It's not used a whole lot anymore. Like it's not used a lot in modern HTML, but it's just like bracket BR bracket backslash, and it starts a new line. And I wanted to start new lines in my like about me section in my MySpace. It was real. No, Jaren, that was my internet dying. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's good, Yasir. I would have been offended. You want to start your own company? That's awesome, man. Good luck in that. Want to be a web developer? I know HTML, CSS, basic Java, and JavaScript. That's awesome. That's a good start. I don't know any Java. Java's hard. Java's not my cup of tea. Ha, get it? Ha. Aaron, if I have a basic understanding of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, should you go ahead and start working on learning backend? Depends on what you want to do. There are a lot of people who want to be like this full stack developer, which is like really good. I wouldn't mind having that title in the future, but it's like how good do you want to be at one thing? How specialized do you want to be at one thing before you learn the other? And in my opinion, my personal opinion is that you should become hyper specialized in one side of it, and be like a really dope front end developer and then learn back end, as opposed to just having a little bit of front end and a little bit of back end as a junior, because there's a lot of like junior front end jobs and junior back end jobs. And there's a lot of jobs that are posted that say junior full stack developer jobs, and they're all almost BS. Because if you're a junior developer, you aren't going to be a full stack developer. Like being an actual full stack developer is way more rare than what I think people realize. Like actually being good at the front end and actually being good at the back end is not something that there are like a ton of people out there that like can do. What it usually is is it's a backend developer who's really good at the backend, who knows enough JavaScript and knows enough HTML and CSS to be dangerous. It's not actually someone who's like a really dope front end developer. That's at least my opinion of what I've seen like in the world. It's just too much stuff to remember. Like it's too many things. There's too much to stay up on from front end to back end. There's 1,000 back end languages. There's hundreds of front end frameworks. Like it's too much. Java is a bit complex. It's a lot. Leo is out of this room because sometimes when I live stream, I don't know if you've ever been on one when this happens, but sometimes when I live stream, he gets really jealous that I'm talking to the computer and not him. So then he tries to attack me. So I just make sure he stays out of the room now. No problem, Jeremy. Yeah, that's just my opinion, though. Obviously, get your own opinion, or not your own opinion, but like seek out other people's opinions. But that's mine. I found my first job after specializing really, really deeply into front end, right? So from the 305, what's up? 34-year-old wannabe dev here. Love your content, bro. That's what's up, Dave. That's what's up, Dave. 34-year-old wannabe dev. What makes you a wannabe dev, Dave? Do you develop? Can you build things? What are you doing right now to become a developer? But I'm glad you like the content, my man. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. How to apply for junior web developer jobs if you know basics? Apply and tell them what you know. And don't lie about it, but embellish. Make it sound like you like are awesome, and write a dope cover letter and write a really have a really good resume. And make sure you list everything that you know, even if you only know a little bit of it, right? Like if you know how to use Git to like commit and push and pull like repositories, then you know Git, put it on there. You don't have to be a master of Git to say that you know Git on a junior web developer like interview, right? You know the basics of Git. That's what they're looking for. You know the basics of Bootstrap. That's what they're looking for. You don't have to be able to like dive into the Bootstrap code deep and like customize exactly the like millisecond delay between click and like animation start time or whatever it is. Can you throw a website together in Bootstrap? Yes. Then you know Bootstrap for the job interview that says you need Bootstrap. Ramsey's first. Like I said, if you ignore everybody that comes before you, you're always first. I miss you, Ramsey. I feel like you're not around as much, but you got a job. You got like a developer job, right? So congratulations to Ramsey for that. And yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy you're hanging out again. Kitty, he's out there. I'm not trying to get bit, guys. I'm not trying to get bit. Tired of 14 plus years of customer service, sales, banking. Dave G, I feel you on that, my dude. I worked customer service, retail, food and beverage since I was 14, all the way up until I was 27. And then I got into this world. Yes, I understand. Believe me, I understand. So it is a way better feeling going into my job now than it ever was, even when I was like a retail sales manager and like making enough money to actually survive. It's, yeah, this world is a whole different world, a whole different world. Ramsey with the facts. What's up, man, sir? What is up, Kartik? What is up, Jay Roster? We back. We back in Michigan still is bad. I'm just kidding. But I'm not, because they are. Yeah, there are 22 people in here and only 3 likes on the like button. If you are in here, please hit that like button on the stream. I didn't ask you to do it in the last one, but if it says junior, they know you don't know everything exactly. They will hold your hand for at least 2 months, show passion and willingness to learn, and you got it. Exactly. If it says junior, if they're willing to put junior in the description of the like thing, then number one, you should be licking your chops for that job, because like they know exactly who they're looking for, and that's you. So yeah. Future of web developer, it's really hard to say. We'll see what automation does, right? We'll see what automation does, but there's going to be a level of customization and necessity for a lot of things that will be around for a long time. So I think that like the jobs will get easier. I think that the basic job will get easier as things like WordPress and Squarespace and Wix become better and better. but there's still going to be a lot of like hyper specialization for like really in depth, like particular skill sets is what I expect. Like I need something like I need some I'm trying to think like super in depth like map whatever or like D3 like I need a really really good D3 instance for this website. Like those like hyper specialized things that you can't fake with automation as well. I have a feeling that those will be highly sought after. Currently learning still. Maybe I'm screwing myself up by not actually building. I keep learning but not applying the skills. I'm a big proponent of building things. You know this. If you watch my stuff, you know this. Build, build, build. Actually use it. You know, you don't learn like this is a crappy analogy, but whatever. You don't learn that a stove is hot because people tell you that it's hot. Like it really sinks in when you touch it and it burns you, right? So you don't know JavaScript until you go and you try to do the thing that everybody says works and you break it because you forgot whatever. Build, screw up, learn from your mistakes and get it working. Lawrence, the stream has been back on for 11 minutes, my man. I know it's my internet. My internet is awful, apparently. I'm sorry. Have I played around with Vue? Very, very, very briefly, like over a weekend when I was in the boot camp, and that was like very, very old Vue. So no, not the new stuff, definitely. But it was like easy and like fun to learn. They kind of like introduced us to Vue at the boot camp, basically saying, "Hey, here's your first taste of a framework. We're learning Angular next week, but this weekend, if you want to learn Vue, that's cool." That's how we learned it. So, what books do you recommend to learn? Oh, wait a minute. There's one above that. Node.js or PHP for beginners. Did you ask this on one of my videos? Because I responded to it. Somebody asked the exact same question. I personally would recommend Node because I already know JavaScript, but I'm learning PHP now because I need it for my job. And I would also say it depends on where you live and what the job market is like for where you are, because there are places where like PHP is super, super, super useful because there's a lot of PHP jobs, and there are places where like not a lot of people want PHP. So I would take a look at the job market and figure it out that way. What books do you recommend to learn JavaScript in depth? The only book that I've worked through completely is Eloquent JavaScript, and it's a free ebook, just eloquentjavascript.net, maybe. Yeah, but it's an ebook. You can also order like a physical copy, but it costs money. But yeah, it's a good one. We know. Oh my goodness, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this. What about them championship rings? 1997 was a long time ago, Jay Roster. The last time Michigan was relevant, 1997, Charles Woodson Height. We can do this all day. Do I need to know in-depth JavaScript to apply for entry-level jobs? No. As a matter of fact, there's a guy who just started a YouTube channel. He's my friend from Instagram. It's Coding Rookie. If you go to Coding Rookie on YouTube, he just got a job after learning for 2 months, and he basically knew no JavaScript, but he found a job posting that sounded like it was looking for somebody who had the willingness to learn, and he had that, and he applied, and he got the gig. So, and I'm going to be hopping off of here very, very, very soon. I know we had the crash in the middle, which is sad, but I have to go and be busy and do things around the apartment because I move in like a week and a half. So yeah. I have to run, Lakshan. I'm sorry. What should I tackle first? I keep wanting to do my portfolio. No one wants an empty portfolio, and I keep thinking no one wants to see course projects. I mean, it's better to have a portfolio with course projects on it than a portfolio with no projects on it. And also, your portfolio is a project, right? So think of it that way. Think of it as like your first real project. If you don't have a portfolio, you shouldn't be applying to jobs anyway, probably, unless they don't ask for a portfolio, but that would be really weird. So yeah, I would get that done. I would get your web presence done first. It's super important. And put course projects in there, like whatever, man. And then start doing other projects on the side. And you can make the same projects that you make in courses, but do them different, style them different, make the functionality different. Like if it's a weather app, maybe don't make it a weather app. Don't have it connect to weather. Have it connect to like music on Spotify or something. like which API you can switch out for which, you know? Yeah, he did do better than Krishan, for sure. You don't have more football championships, Mr. Roster. Maybe overall team championships, but I don't know if that's true either. That one I don't know. We have more football championships for sure, my dude. Yep. Oh, no problem. Of course, no problem. Yeah, the guy's name is Coding Rookie. Yep. Build things, all the things, then refactor and improve old projects. I did an app tutorial, then I redesigned it and added a small amount of functionality. Now I'm hired. Nice, Josh. That's awesome. Congratulations. Can't seem to find the YouTube channel. Here, let me find it. This will be my last thing that I do. I get you my boy's YouTube channel, and then I am going to run away and unfortunately pack for my move. But yeah, it's called Coding Rookie, but it might be spelled funny because that's like a pretty common sounding name, right? So let me find it on here. Oh, it's Code Rookie. I lied. Okay, so if you search Code Rookie, like that, and let me see if I can find it on, and I can just drop a link. I think YouTube will let me drop a link in my own chat, right? We'll find out. Oh God, look at my microphone die. Yeah, Code Rookie. If you type in Code Rookie into the search bar, it's the first thing that'll come up, and he is like 29 subscribers. Why can't I? I'm not used to this whole PC thing, guys. How do I copy paste? Oh God. Control V. You guys don't understand. The last time I can copy paste it on a Windows machine was like 3 years ago. You guys just witnessed history. Anyways, go check his channel out. It's really cool. So yeah. He's a good guy. He reached out to me when I was doing Twitch streams and was like, "Hey man, you inspired me. Listen to my story because it's dope and I got a job." And it was super dope. So I was like, "Oh wow, dude, you should start a channel." So yeah, he's trying to grow his audience, and go say hi. Tell him I sent you. Tell him what's up. I know, Josh, but listen, it's better for a couple of things that I want to do with this channel. I already have a Mac, so I got a PC. That's why the webcam sucks. I'm sorry, but it's here. What's up, JavaScripter? How's it going? Hey, if you guys don't know JavaScripter, you should go follow him on Instagram, and you should follow his new website, TechVox. It's super dope. He's out here grinding and hustling, and he's doing big things. So, but this is the end of the stream, my man and my women. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. I will see you again very soon. I will have new content out this week. How much time it takes to build a LMS website? Is it possible to build LMS? What's the best language? PHP or what do you mean LMS? What do you mean LMS? Talk to me, Lakshan. Or IMS. Do you mean, is that an I or is that a no? E-learning. Oh, okay. How much time it takes to build? It wouldn't take that long if you're using other. I'm trying to think of how to like throw this out there. It wouldn't take that long if you were using another like video player. Like if you don't need to build your own video backend, it wouldn't take that long at all because then you're just building a website that like you're wrapping like YouTube videos around or Vimeo videos around that are private that are only there if you get to this particular URL. If you need to build out your own like private video backend, that would take a little bit longer for sure. It becomes a lot more complex. But if you're using YouTube or Vimeo on for video storage, then yeah, it's pretty simple. Because pulling in a YouTube video is easy. Every one of them has an embed code like listed on it. You set it to private, and then they can only watch it if they like end up where it's embedded. So, but I was glad to talk to you too, Priyanka. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. JavaScript, I know you came in at the end. I'm sorry, but yeah, we'll see you very soon. another stream this week. I promise. This week I'll do another stream and I'll release some videos. So I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and have a good evening, day, afternoon, whatever. Bye. Oh no. I have to click 2 buttons.